Alright guys, welcome back to another reaction video. My name is James, and today we're going to be watching Loki episode 4. So last episode we left off kind of on a cliffhanger. We got to get a little bit more about Lady Loki. Loki, but not really, honestly. She didn't share a lot. We got to know a little more about Loki, which we already kind of knew. So they kind of had like a anti-bonding experience. They got along, but they didn't really talk very much.
Yeah, they don't trust each other.
No.
So.
But then the episode ended, obviously, on this big cliffhanger because we lost the little remote thingy that could get us to teleport out of there. And then the actual physical way to get off the planet got destroyed too early. So now we're stranded on this apocalyptic planet that's about to die.
Yeah.
Kind of a cliffhanger. Kind of want to just jump into it. As always, though, full-length reactions of this video is going to be up on our Patreon, as well as this week's WandaVision episode, and next week's episodes. Early access to those are up on our Patreon as well. Lots of really cool stuff on there. It really does support us, and it's super, super cheap if you want to go ahead and check that out. Either way, though, thank you for being here on YouTube. Thank you for watching, and let's just get into Loki episode 4. I'm 99% positive we're going to get off this planet, but I have no idea how we're going to get off this planet. Unless you're right about Loki and this whole, like, breaking the remote control stuff is, like, a scheme to get intel... Asgard?
Oh, yeah.
Wait,
yeah,
what?
It is. Okay,
what
so
heck?
when is this?
Oh.
On the authority of the Timekeepers, I hereby arrest you for crimes against the sacred timeline. Reset it.
Wait, what? That's interesting. Maybe
So did she get kidnapped as a child?
Maybe. And she had no idea. Are they saying like crimes that she's going to commit?
No. It's like she's already committed them.
Really?
But
that
what?
doesn't just look like how
she's
she
just
was.
a kid. What the heck? I mean, this has got to be terrifying for a child. Oh, and that's the lady who's in charge now.
Yeah.
Like she got like a promotion.
Yeah, she's there now.
Oh. Wait, that was cool.
Interesting. Okay. But I totally felt like she was just how, in her original timeline.
Yes.
Like where she was supposed to be.
And I wonder if that's why she's trying to take them down or something. Because she's like, screw you guys, like wielding all this power, and I was just chilling as a kid.
Because maybe she didn't commit any crimes, but like the Timekeepers.
What if she got to the Timekeepers?
I know what she did.
No, but she got away. Along with the variant that I got you permission to bring in here.
Yeah, well, to be fair, he really didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Look, I know there's protocol. She could have information.
She's dead. Mobious.
What?
What? Did they kill her?
She and Janet C20 scrambled her mind.
I don't get it. She seemed okay. She seemed fine.
That's BS. Yeah. I don't believe that.
She could barely speak.
I'm highly suspicious of anything that comes from the authority at this point.
Yeah.
That's a really cool shot. The aesthetic of this planet was really cool.
Yeah, the colors and stuff. It's very interesting.
The universe wants to break free, so it manifests chaos. Like me being born the goddess of mischief. Erased my reality, took me prisoner. I was just a child.
Yeah, so it wasn't like she committed a crime. Her timeline itself was a variation of the sacred timeline, and so they considered that a crime. That's totally understandable. Of course she's pissed.
So that's where I grew up. The ends of 1,000 worlds. Now, that's where I'll die. We need to find them.
We will.
There's all this hiding information and like not telling people.
Yeah, everybody at every level is like
yeah.
not telling. I don't like it.
We may lose. Sometimes painfully. But we don't. survive.
That is true.
Yeah.
Loki never dies.
You ever seen a breach like that?
Whoa.
Can they save him? Yeah.
Oh, what the heck? Go. Stop sitting around. Wait, why did they cause such a big branch, man?
Not sure.
What about that?
Oh, here it comes. The folksy, dopey insult from the folksy.
Oh.
The god of backstabbing is kind of an asshole. The TVA is lying to you.
You.
What the heck?
All right. A bad memory prison? How quaint. I remember exactly what I did after that. I went and had a nice hot bath and a glass of wine.
Yeah, bro, there's no way this is not looping.
You.
You're right.
That sucks.
You.
Oh my gosh.
Not craving pathetic.
Okay, like, fight back, dude.
Can he? I wonder.
Just stick with your Loki and figure out what that nexus battle is.
I know, but I think I can get there faster if I...
Stop controlling information, man. They won't even let them interrogate different
Yeah.
people. This is such BS.
'Cause, like, it's
how has
so-
nobody become suspicious of this?
Nobody speaks with that variant.
Because, like, that would clearly help
Yes.
figure
I
out
don't think it's...
what that Nexus spike
Yes.
was.
And he should.
Absolutely not. She's difficult and irritating, and she tries to hit me all the time.
She's you.
Welcome to the real world. Down there, we're awful to one another together. Now I gotta have a prince tell me how the real world works. Why don't you just tell me what caused the nexus of... Yeah, give my regards to Lady Sif. No, no, please don't. Just wait.
Okay, but he actually doesn't know what he did. Or does he? Like, they were just talking.
Yeah.
On Asgard a long time ago.
Wait, what?
And then she took me to one of her apocalypses. And that's where we hatched our plan together. Well, we saved you the trouble there. She's already been pruned. So assume I do set you free. Is that what did you say? What? Yeah, she's going to her time cell, broke free.
I don't believe that.
It's like, look at your eyes. You like her. What? You like her. Does she like you? Was she pruned? I mean, no wonder you have no clue what caused a nexus event on the Mentis. Both of you are just swooning over each other. Tell me the truth.
But the ultimate demonstration of narcissism, I guess? I don't want to think about that.
That's pure chaos. That could break reality. It's breaking my reality. Well, seismic. You fell free.
Wait, is that what it is?
You're all variants. Everyone who works at the TVA. The timekeepers didn't create you. They kidnapped you from the timeline.
Yeah, dude.
That's true.
This is huge. That's what you have to tell him. Maybe that's why you like jet skis. Maybe that any of this, you know, like you're a person that were robbed of everything that makes you that.
But I can see why he wouldn't believe him. I mean, it's very tough.
But I think it got to him a little bit.
No, for sure.
He's gonna think about it.
Is she starting to see the truth?
Maybe. That's not a red door.
Yeah. They're going somewhere else.
If you could go anywhere, anytime, where would it be?
I can go anywhere, anytime.
You know what I mean?
Variant, that's what Loki calls her. Why wouldn't you let me, question her?
I told you we couldn't risk her escaping again.
She wouldn't have escaped.
The other variant got away during your first interrogation, didn't he?
Then why did you let him interrogate any of them? If you don't trust him as an interrogator, then don't trust him at all.
When did you first notice what was going on with C20?
He's still...
Yeah.
Obvious.
Dude, because her excuses are pathetic.
Fine.
Well, she quickly wasn't fine.
Okay.
Okay. C20 lost her mind.
Anybody that says that is lying to you.
I just couldn't deal with that happening to you.
Good speech.
Thank you.
I knew I was your favorite analyst. Is that so hard to admit?
Also, what I think is interesting is she talks about friendship like it can only exist in the TVA. But it can't.
You can only use what's already there. The timekeepers took your lives from you. From all of you.
Dude, I mean, like, can we, like, start a revolution? I mean, this is huge. Yeah, what now? I'm confused.
I was there. This was real what I saw. This is a place that I've been.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's because she knows.
Yeah.
Calm down. I'm variant. So are you. So is every single person in this place. I'm ending this.
Wait, she was there. Dude.
That's how she knew.
You really believe you deserve to be alive? I don't know. Then you better figure it out quick, because the Nexus event the two of you caused, I think whatever that connection is, can bring this whole place down. Do you swear she didn't implant those memories in her C20? Mobious, no, I believe her.
Yeah, then let's go,
Yeah.
guys. Yeah, it's the worst thing ever.
That's
But
like the hardest thing to do.
You need to trust me. Can we do that? Yeah.
Dude, he's going all out.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, I got all the way down there before I even realized I picked up yours.
Wait, dude, that's...
We need the other Loki.
Yes. Wait, is she... Come on. Play it cool, play it cool, play it cool.
You know where I go, if I could go anywhere. Wherever it is I'm really from. And wherever I had a life before the TVA came along. I had a jet ski. That's what I like to do. I'm on my jet ski.
What? Wait, what? Are you serious? Wait. We're actually gonna meet the timekeepers?
Well, they wanted to personally do it, right? Or
I
oversee
know,
it.
but...
What does it matter? It was enough to take my life from me, lead to all of this. Must have been important.
Yeah.
What did she do wrong?
So what?
After all is true, at last you arrive before us.
Whoa. They're really cool.
Is that the only reason you brought us here?
Nah.
To kill us? I'm not
There's something
stuck with that
important.
I've been killed, so go ahead.
Yeah, why are they here?
Yeah, why are they personally
Yes.
doing it? Oh.
Wait. What the? Oh, nice. Ooh. Dude, kill this lady. I don't even care anymore. Just end her.
Okay, they're winning.
Yeah, they're kicking butt. Wait, what? They're like animatronics.
Yeah. Why were they laughing, though?
I don't know.
Mindless androids.
Wait, can you imagine if it's a Loki running the whole thing?
Dude.
Wait!
Then who created the TVA?
I thought this was it.
Yeah, but who's
So
controlling
who's
those?
really in charge?
We will figure this out.
How do you know that?
Because, we're back on the Mentos.
What is it?
Shoot.
What the heck?
You're gonna tell me everything.
Wait, what? There's no way they just killed Loki. There is no way.
So, what exactly is purging, though? So, if they purge you,
Or
do you go
prune
back?
them. No,
Or
it kills
prune
you.
them, prune
It
them.
deletes you from existence. At least that's what they told us. But there's no way they just killed Loki in his own show. There's no way. And if they did, I'm gonna be ticked.
I'm not sure.
Because like I said, pruning, you should just be deleted.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think so.
It doesn't like reset you or
No.
anything like that?
I think it literally deletes you from existence. I mean, I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, a lot
happened
this
this
episode. Yeah.
So I mean, I guess from what we know, Loki and Mobius are dead.
I mean, that's what
I guess.
Maybe.
I'm calling BS on Loki, but I mean, I have no evidence otherwise.
I mean, the thing is, it's like we're dealing with time. That's
And
one of the biggest
all these
things.
different variants.
Yeah. So there's always a possibility that they could come back somehow, because when you're dealing with time and there's multiple versions of yourself, it's like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They could pull something.
So,
But I mean,
like, what now?
so, okay.
Right? It's like, okay, we know that the timekeepers aren't real. So it's like, what now?
Yeah, and we know that they have clearly, whoever is running this has been hiding these things and was taking people from the sacred timeline to work for them.
Yeah.
But
Why?
why?
Is it just for the heck of it?
I don't
Like,
think
for
it
the
can't-
power of it?
Yeah, maybe for the power of it, but
But even then, it almost seems
it seems too
unnecessarily arbitrary. Like the things they will do. It's like, why do you need to get rid of this? The only thing I could think that would be kind of a cool reveal is if whoever's actually running this is a Loki, and so to them, Loki is a threat, and that's why they
Maybe.
are specifically targeting these Lokis, because Loki, the existence of themselves, is a
The
threat to their
problem.
power.
That might be it. That could be it. That would be interesting.
And that's why our Loki, I guess, who just died, is so attracted to the idea of the power behind the TVA.
Yeah, maybe.
Because there is a power in that. But so then, here's what I don't understand. That head lady knows so much. So why is she going along with everything?
Yeah, it's like
Like, I get everybody else who's been tricked. Like, you've been tricked. Okay, you believe this thing. You've been lied to. You've been brainwashed. That's fine. Literally brainwashed.
yeah.
But, like, what does she know? And why is she okay with, even the information that we do know she knows, why is she okay with it?
Yeah, it's like one of those things where, you know, she knows about the truth, but there's something there's something that needs to be protected. Like, it's like she's doing it reluctantly almost.
But, like, why? And, like, it's not just for power, is it? Like this is such a silly thing of power. I don't know. It seems so arbitrary.
No, but there has to be some sort of reason for
No,
it
there has to be.
existing. Like there's got to be some truth to, like, the sacred timeline and it possibly going out of control. Otherwise, it's like, why
Sure,
even?
But then you raise the question of what makes this timeline sacred over another timeline.
Yeah.
You know, right? So what gives you the power, the authority to make that call? Now, at the same time, it's kind of weird because we're not talking about killing people here. So not to get super existential, but, like, it doesn't really hurt to stop existing. because you're just not existing. Right? So, like, the
What
thing
do you
about, as
mean,
humans, is that's scary about death is we don't know what happens after death. Right?
Not really.
But, like, the
I feel
least
like-
scary possibility, honestly, less scary than even, like, some sort of judgment, would be ceasing to exist. Because it's not that you're aware that you cease to exist. You just cease to exist.
Yeah, but I think that's one of the scariest things to people is like the fact that you don't exist.
You're not aware of it.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. That's what's scary is the fact that you aren't aware and that you don't exist.
Yeah, but don't you think the actual fear comes from the lack of knowing, if that is what the case? Like the uncertainty? Like that's what scares me.
I think
and I feel like makes death as a whole scary is like this we don't really know for sure. And so it's scary to us.
Yeah, but I think what's very scary is like the marks that you have left on the world ceasing to exist. So it's like if you cease to exist entirely and you didn't exist ever, that's like the scariest thing, right?
Is that scary to you?
Yeah, I think that's
not scary. Okay, see, that's
really
not, that doesn't.
I think a lot of people are scared of that. That's one of the biggest things is like, wanting to leave your mark on the world. Because then if you don't exist and you never existed to begin with, then it's like.
But see, I'm okay with that because I'm not aware that I don't exist.
Yeah, but
so
it's like
it doesn't really matter because there's no effect on me. I just stop existing. And so it's the same. I mean, look, this is just like I said. It's a little weird and existential, but that's my thought. Is it's like okay. So on the one hand, I'm like, okay, why do you have a right to decide whether this literal person can exist or not? But as far as like, oh, what's a sacred timeline? But like, let's say you need, for the sake of order, I guess. Like to play the devil's advocate, right?
Yeah.
For the sake of order, there needs to be a single timeline. We need to have, or at least to streamline these timelines. How evil is it to shut down a timeline? Because you're not killing someone. It's very odd.
No, but you kind of are killing someone because if you are deleting that, what's the difference between death and making someone non-existent?
Because you're not robbing them of something. Because they just stop existing. When someone dies, you kill them. You steal life from them. You didn't give them life, and now you're taking that away. You're taking away their most fundamental right, life.
Yeah, but
existence is not like you didn't create them.
Yeah, but I feel like that's like very technical because
it's like philosophical.
No, but if you think about it, like. A death can be two things. Non-existence is death, in a way. I feel like that's one of the biggest things is like, for example, if someone forgets, like, that's one of the things that was covered in like I feel like at League of Lore, there's that whole second death thing, which is really true to the real life, right? And I think it's like, if you are forgotten, you have basically died.
But that's not true.
Why though?
So then it's like the dumb philosophical idea where you're like, if a tree falls and no one hears it, did it really fall? It's like, yeah, it fell. Just because no one heard it, the tree still fell.
Okay, but there's also arguments against that.
Okay, but objectively, the tree still fell. So same with the person. The person still lived.
Okay, they still lived. Yes.
So you cannot take that, and so the violation of murder is you didn't give this person their life, and so then you're taking that away.
But the thing about it is, since there's different timelines, right?
But to deal with time, you're not taking away their life. You're just literally being like, this didn't happen. Which is different. And I'm not even saying that it's good. I'm just saying, I guess, morally, which is interesting. It's kind of just an interesting thought experiment. There is definitely a distinction between those two things. This is not necessarily the same thing as... It's not the same thing as murder.
It's not the same thing, but
it is not the same thing.
It's not exactly
it still
the
may
same
be equally
thing,
wrong.
Yeah, but it might be... Because you're still taking away a freedom. They existed no matter what.
That's true, and you didn't create them or time.
So do you have
really
the
have a
right
to take it away?
Right? So it's like...
because it's not yours to give or take.
Of course,
that's true.
If like there is a need, I get it kind of, because it's like then all existence is erased if there's no sacred time or something like that, right?
At the same time, still, it's like then you bring up the question of autonomy, right? So at what point, how high should we hold autonomy? Because like, sure, you can make a greater good argument, but then on the other end, let's talk from Sylvie's point of view. It's like, yeah, you're still saying that her life, her existence doesn't matter at all.
No, it's like I can get it if they're saying like, okay, the greater good thing where it's like, you know, all of existence will cease to exist if it breaks off into all these like different nexus events.
But even then, who says you get to decide? Like, right? Yeah, so we're dealing with
that's what I don't understand.
They're actually a god, right?
Like so, are they deciding? Like, to me, is there a decision to be made, or is there just a sacred timeline and that you have to follow it? Like,
that's
you know what I'm saying? Like,
I think.
Or are they
way
choosing?
That we're going is that there's an active decision being made.
And so if there is
everything that we're hearing about the sacred timeline, there is no sacred timeline. There is a timeline they have chosen to
be that timeline.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then it's like,
but then it's a false moral system because there was one timeline is not better than another. I would say.
Yeah. Unless
so then I get Sylvie's point of view where it's like, who are you to say that your timeline is better than my timeline? Or yada, yada. Even if it takes down all the timelines, that's fine because you don't get to decide that like, a certain timeline is more special than another.
Yeah, it's like one of those things where it's like you can't decide who's right. Like Sylvie also is right, but they might also be right in saying that we need to determine one timeline. Otherwise, the rest of them will like, you know, causing that one like split will cause the rest of them to like.
Yeah, but but if that's the case, then I feel like you just have to leave it, even if it does mean your inevitable destruction.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
So no one gets to make that call, and so you just kind of have to let it play out, even if it messes with your own personal gain or plans.
Well, yeah, obviously, if it messes with your own personal gain, but like if it's messing with, you know, the entirety of existence, then it's like, do you not do anything to try to stop it?
No, you don't do anything, but you can't justify a wrong. I know I completely flew the other direction of like, okay, deleting you from existence is a wrong. But it was something interesting to think about.
Yeah.
You can't justify that wrong, which I guess if we're thinking about it the way we were just talking about it, that would be an even worse offense than murder. Because we don't, right? So murder is always wrong because it's like, oh, this is like one of the most valuable things is human life, right? You see that throughout society. So if we were dealing with time, you would be like, your existence, literally as a person, is the most valuable. It's the only thing you can get that's above your literal life. So nothing can justify that wrong, I don't think. No good can justify that. And that's not saying that it's understandable that you're trying to save yourself or something, or your existence or existence itself, but no good gives you the right to make that call. Now, if a billion Lokis are like, let's sacrifice ourselves for the greater good of existence, sure. But nothing can justify the evil of robbing someone's existence for the greater good. That's BS.
Okay, but I'm not sure. That's such a difficult question because
it is a difficult question, but that's BS.
Because let's say that someone doesn't want their existence erased, but their existence will cause everyone's like destruction.
Okay.
So then, are you going to blame someone for trying to stop that person?
I don't know if I would blame them, but I don't blame the other person for fighting back.
That's
there's nothing that gives one existence value over another.
Yeah, but I'm saying, then is there really a wrong side in that case? Because like,
well,
because like there, it's like
because one person is doing an act of evil and the other person is just existing.
I don't know if one person. Okay, but then you're saying that they're.
So no, but like let's say like there's a natural disaster, right? Because like if one existence is compromising another existence, right?
Yeah.
The equivalent that I could think of is like, okay, there's a natural disaster, right? And you guys are both gonna die because of the tsunami, but magically, let's say by throwing Steve in front of the tsunami, you survive. And you're like, oh, well, it's better that one of us survives than none of us survive. And it's like, yeah, but you don't get to justify you murdering Steve
Yeah.
to save yourself. So if there was no option except from a wrong to get out of this, then yes, I guess we just got to sit and let the wave hit us.
Okay, interesting.
That's what I would argue, because
Now,
Joe, who's getting thrown into the wave, he's not doing anything wrong.
Yeah, but what if you throw Joe...
If Joe throws himself, that's cool.
Okay, but what if throwing Joe into the wave saves not only you, but the entire country?
Okay, but it isn't that.
Okay,
it isn't that, which is why it's a difficult decision.
But hold on, do we know it's not that?
Also, I think that, I mean, this would be something that's probably controversial, but I would still argue that is wrong.
Okay, I mean,
I don't think
it's
that
so
you
hard.
can justify.
Yeah, I mean, I can't.
Because it's like murder is wrong, and I'm not saying I don't know what I would do in a situation like. I mean, a situation like that's never going to happen. It's kind of like the zombie thing we were talking about in our Trady Busan video, which you can go check out. You're never going to be in this situation, but I generally try and go by I don't think, especially a wrong like this, ever justifies.
No, I get it.
Is ever justified.
I get it.
So I would still be like, it doesn't matter whether it saves just you or the whole world. You didn't create Joe. You're not God. So you have no right to murder Joe. You have no power over his life. Joe can sacrifice himself because it's his life and he's sacrificing that for the greater good. But you don't get to murder Joe because murder is always wrong. Like the act of murder, right? Like killing is not always wrong. The act like murder, which implies that it is wrong, that's wrong. And so there is no world, no matter how many people it saves, where you wrongfully killing someone is right.
Okay.
Even if it sucks, I'm not saying that it's this horrible, like, weird catch-22, but, and I'm not saying it's understandable that you would kill Joe, right? And which is why this is kind of a fascinating story, but at the same time, I'm not going to say it's good to kill Joe.
Yeah, that's, I'm not saying, like, because it is such a, I mean, you run into that whole thing of, like, it's so hard to decide what is correct or right in that situation. I mean,
there's huge discussions about like objective morality and yada yada, right? Which it's hard to not get into.
So what I'm saying is like we have to figure out the entire story, because if they are like, first of all, what is the threat, right?
Or is there a threat?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
right, because they said exactly there was a multiverse war, which is a bad thing, right? But that's like saying like we don't have countries because we don't like war. And it's like, okay, humans are bad people, but it doesn't mean the system is bad just because there's bad things that happen in a system.
Yeah, and sometimes you just got to go with it. Like, and that's just how it is. It's natural.
Also the alternative is like, oh, let's delete all the other timelines from existence. Isn't that worse?
Yeah.
Just from a purely utilitarian standpoint, like, unless you're the person not getting deleted, isn't that significantly a worse, general act to society? It's like, sure, we're going to have a multiverse war every 1,000 years, but you're just deleting everyone else from existence instead.
Well, yeah, it's like you can't, decide someone is going to become a criminal if they haven't, done anything yet. You know what I'm saying? It's not one of those, it's like you can't just all of a sudden like prematurely like destroy them.
No,
just because maybe in the future they're most likely going to do something, right? That's not fair.
No, it's not how we work.
And so if they are doing that, because like, I feel like if there's no immediate threat of like somehow physically the timelines will just collapse or something and like everyone dies, then I feel like it doesn't seem correct to be like, well, this timeline going off here is ultimately going to end up causing a war.
Yes.
Then it's like, whoa, dude, okay, you can't just like say Sylvie's timeline is screwed because we need our timeline to make sure it's like, we don't have this multiverse war or something, which seems a little like, it seems like that whole like, I'm going to kill you before you can become the criminal. It's like, well, okay, well, that's a little... Yeah. It seems a little weird.
But then you don't even know that this exists. It's very odd.
Yeah,
so
it's
I want to find out more about that.
That's why, I get where Sylvie's coming from, bro. You can't just like come into my time and be like, yeah, you are a criminal.
I'm gonna delete. But at the same time, so like I actually don't blame the TVA people Because it's like, you were just fed a lie. And
yeah,
like,
that's true.
If I was fed that lie and I actually believed it was for the greater good, and it was like, no, the sacred timeline is an actual thing, I get that. That's totally fine.
Because it's like, what? How are you supposed to? I mean, obviously,
and if
like,
that was true, then you are doing good.
Yeah. It's tough. Like, I feel like a lot of these people are just kind of like they've been like brought along. Yeah, by who, I don't know who, like who.
See, so who's in charge?
Yeah, because it's now we know it's not these like deity people. It's like those were robots. Now it's got to be like,
I'm wondering if it's gonna be like some like little, either like a Loki or like some like little like weird alien, like kind of like Wizard of Oz. Like they understand the benefit of this like kind of imposing figure, but they themselves are not that. So they've built up this like lore and image to have power.
Yeah, I feel like it would make more sense for it to be like a normal person, like one of the
yeah.
You know, just like a normal person, like a human, because then it's like, they don't have this sort of like this presence of like being, like some sort of god, and so no one would listen to them when they say like, hey, we need to like control the timeline. You know what I'm saying? Do you think it could be like, I don't think the one lady?
Do you think she
maybe no?
Oh.
And that's why she was like hiding, like she didn't want like people. Maybe she knew that they were fake.
But I don't know. So I don't know if she knew they were fake, and also, why would she show her face ever then? It seems just like an unnecessary risk.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? It's like, I mean, look, she might be. I'm not saying she's a genius.
Yeah, but then it's like, I don't know. She started at the bottom and she like worked her way up, so it feels like more of a.
Yeah, I don't think,
because they've been here for a long time.
Yeah,
why were they laughing? Idea. I don't get it.
Maybe I think they were just laughing because they were like, "Oh, you can't kill us or me or whatever."
But it's like they found out you're fake. Isn't that kind of a big thing?
I would think. I don't know. This was a very odd episode, and I don't really know where we're gonna go from here.
Yeah, because Loki's dead. Owen's dead. I mean, we got like a few people that figured it out, but like.
Yeah, and then it's like, well, how much does this head lady know? Like Lady Loki was like, oh, I'm going to talk to you. But it's like, how much does she know? And so then how do we find whoever is actually running this thing? Like, we
got to find who's running it.
But can we? Like, what if they're just like Skyping? And it's like, well, how do we find them? Like, we have to literally locate them because we don't know where they are.
Yeah, and what is the threat of the TVA breaking down, right? Like, what is...
Like, what if everybody just was like, screw it, we're not going to work for the TVA? Would anything happen?
Yeah, what would happen? Like, okay, so like, would the timeline...
The timeline's redline, but then I don't think it does anything. That's why I'm really annoyed at this, because I don't think a multiverse existing does anything. It's just one of those dumb, like, this is our defense to avoid wars. And it's like, you don't get to make that call before a war happens. Nothing has happened yet. That's what it seems like to me. I don't get the impression that existence implodes when there's too many timelines or anything. And so then this whole idea of a sacred timeline is super faulty.
Yeah, because then it's like, then Sylvie is right.
You can't just try to avoid war, and by trying to avoid war, delete millions of existences.
Even more than that.
On a regular basis. Yeah. Like, no. Yeah. So, I mean, we'll find out.
Yeah, we got to figure it out.
It's kind of a weird, trippy. I mean, feel free to jump in on that philosophy conversation. Like I said, I know it's kind of deep. Let's not go like personal here, but I mean, obviously, if you wanna, it's
interesting.
Yeah, like contribute to that, please do in the comments. And yeah, thank you for joining us here. As always, full length reaction is going to be up on our Patreon for this episode and for WandaVision. And next week's episodes as well. Those are also up for early access on our Patreon for you guys to go ahead and check out if you want to. It's pretty reasonable up there, and it really supports the channel, helps us keep doing what we're doing, pay for Disney Plus, different things like that. And thank you for joining us here on YouTube. Thank you for watching. If you're new here, welcome. Hopefully you stick around, like and subscribe. We'll see you all in the next video.